You are watching the Pittsburgh Penguin Fan Show on Fan Media Network. I'm Joe Bartnick, your host, a Pittsburgh Penguin fan. Joining me now, Penguin fan, puck-off co-host, great comedian, my great friend, Andy Picaro. What's up, Andy?
What's up, Joe?
Well, we're coming down a little bit. We had a 10-game win streak. And Rusty came off the IR on fire. And then we wake up to an early matinee out west Saturday. And first of all, we beat the Bluesers in a great game. Just we were down. We looked out. They're roughing us up. We came back, showed heart. Then we go into Philly, take care of business. Then the win streak ends as we wake up to find out no Brock McGinn, who may be our best defensive forward, and no Rusty Razor, who is always great, but was literally on fire. So we lose to Dallas. It was going to end at some point. That's where the week goes. I want to start out. We always do 3 positive, 3 negatives. I want to do the negatives first. I want to end on a positive. How's that sound?
Okay. Hey, I'm for
it. 3 negatives. 1, depth. Goaltending depth we don't have. Jari's been amazing. The Smith has been anything but. I'm a big Louis Domingue fan. It doesn't seem like they want to use him. Then go get somebody else, because we can't lose every game DeSmith plays or send Jari in every game DeSmith plays, because DeSmith has been a disaster. And second, if you're in the playoffs, you need at least 8 defensemen. We have 6, and that's it. Mark Friedman, in my opinion, cost us the Dallas game because he started that Philly garbage. You're up 2-0. You take a shove to the face. You don't swing back and go 4-on-4 and change your momentum. Your thoughts on depth, Andy?
I think you're totally right on the first 2 points. What was your third negative? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just did. That was all in one, depth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was trying to keep track there. No, I think that the depth one is valid. I mean, I agree that the depth is a huge issue, and it mostly at defense. But my biggest thing is that the negative is that they did get sucked in a little bit, and they should let themselves get let it play out naturally. Like when Sid got roughed up, right? What happened? He came back and he scored. They don't need to get sucked in to these corner crap plays, these front of the net scrums. They don't need to really be any part of it. That's not their team. That's not how they win. They win by scoring. So I do agree with you on Friedman's unnecessariness around the board. That's not how you win that game.
Yeah, Friedman's just unnecessary. Second is, hey, we played a team with size and speed. We didn't come up good against the Dallas Stars on the size aspect. And our size, Carter was his first game back. Jeff has looked good at times this year, but he's looked old at times. I'm a big Brian Boyle fan. He's looked old. Maybe I don't think we have any size, other than our skinny defenseman.
Well, I think
it's going to hurt us.
I think that that Hextall's money puck worked out really well in a lot of ways, in the sense that they do have some extra pieces, like Carter and Boyle might fit on other teams. They actually kind of loaded up on kind of, I don't want to say average, because that's diminishing, especially to Carter. They loaded up on a lot of bottom 6 guys. That we knew a lot of these guys that wasn't going to work out. Maybe one is going to really work out, and so that's where we're kind of finding themselves now, is who do they keep and who don't. When we saw them ship Lafferty, which is kind of a positive, I want to throw that in. I think Nylander is actually going to be a better player than Lafferty. It's a little trade, but I do really like it.
That's funny. Yeah, we've skipped it everywhere we've been. We've skipped the Lafferty deal. We know we love Sammy. I love Sammy. The other negative, real quick, is no Rusty, no McGinn. I said at the top, but that hurts, especially where they pay big money to go see him in Anaheim in LA. I like to see the Rusty Razor. Hopefully not for the last time, knock on wood. Positives for me, Jari. Even though Jari's kind of getting, he's even getting a little Hextall as far as, roughing it up a little bit, letting his emotions show. He's still playing great hockey. I don't put that loss on Jari at all. I think Jari's been amazing. He had to come in cold and basically steal the game against the Bluesers. So
I mean, you can't put anything on him. He's the Vezina favorite right now, and that's not me saying that. I mean, that's everyone besides Toronto who says Campbell is. But I mean, basically, it's Campbell or him right now.
That's
Who do you vote for?
Shesterkin may have a say in that.
Well, Shesterkin's better, but just numbers wise, shutouts wise, these guys have been crazy good.
I think everyone remembering last spring is going to hurt Jari. I think Shesterkin may win it, but that's probably for 6 months from now. You made it a little bit of a negative. I thought it was good. I think Friedman playing, gunslinger is stupid because he can't beat anybody. He couldn't beat up my daughter, but I kind of like the team toughness. I like when someone touches Sid, everybody jumps in. I like when someone touches Jari, everybody jumps in. I think that's a positive. There's been many a time when everyone skates away, and it's not time to skate away when someone touches Sid or Jari. You want to skate away when they touch Zach Aston Reese? That's fine by me. Don't skate away when they touch your captain or when they touch your goaltender. I think that is a positive. And my final positive is all year there's been this cloud of where's Gino going to go? Where's Letang going to go? What about the Rusty Razor? Well, now it's come out. Gino's already a rich man. He just wants to play 4 more years, probably the cheap. Letang kind of upped the ante, kind of playing liar's dice. Well, I'll play 5. Okay. And I think the best news of all that is Rusty Razor. If it's true, $6 million. Well, that's pocket change in the NHL for a guy like Rusty.
Yeah, if that ends up being true, then that's great. I don't believe that anyone's lying about it. I just think it's probably not totally accurate information. If that was true, he'd be signed. It'd be over. It'd be done. We'd even be hearing about it. Hextall would have talked about it. Burke would have talked about it.
If that was true, someone in the league would tell him to fire his agent.
Yeah, exactly. so that's the first thing. My positives are real quick. First of all, it's so important to start good, and I'm not trying to take a little win out of what we saw against Dallas. You lose, but they still started great.
Yeah,
they haven't had many bad starts. They've lost games, or they've had great starts, and it's been frustrating. But having great starts is so important in the NHL, especially the way special teams go for the Penguins. They're great on special teams, so. If you can have a great start, I mean, that's my biggest positive is that even in a game they lost, they've had 11 straight great starts, maybe 10-1, but 11 great starts.
Yeah. Any more positives?
I got a phone call. I got the podcast, the tripod fell. I'm trying to think what the other thing was that I wanted to say. No. My positive is tagging on one of your things. Even though I thought it was a bit of a negative to get sucked in, the team toughness to me is Dumoulin willing to wrap up somebody to not maybe get in a fight, but right away jump in. They are defending each other with no goon. There's no Ryan Reeves. I hate to be anti-Ryan Reeves all the time. People get mad about they traded him. They need a new gunslinger. You really don't. Look at the 90s Red Wings. They were all just tough guys that stood up for each other. Right? And if some of them had to go, they went. And superstars went, they had to go. So it's like, I just like that aspect right now. They are standing up for each other without a 6'5" monster, and I think that's important because they can't afford to just pay a 6'5" monster to go slug around. So I really do like the fact they're playing team toughness.
Absolutely. And I guess 2 really quick minor two great positives. One, as we end this, there's separation. There's basically the 8 playoff teams, and then there's everybody else. So we're one of the 8, and we're getting Gino back. Who the hell would have thought that we would be in the top 8 that's almost cemented, and we haven't had Gino?
Not me. Boston scares me still with cementing it, but I mean, with every day that passes, I lose faith in Boston a little bit more and more. But I've learned they've burnt me too many times in the past 2 years to count Boston out of climbing up there.
Don't listen, Fraish, but I'm not worried about Boston. I think they're in. I think the Wings might be the odd man out in that scenario, right?
I think so, but they played so well.
They're playing the Duckies tonight, I believe.
Yeah, I don't want to be old man shaking his fist at the clouds with them. I think they're good. I don't know. They could be good enough.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Here's the beauty, and the beauty of Thursday It's not going to be the creamsicles.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than that. If they would have ruined our streak, it'd have ruined the show. But no, at least we steamrolled Philly. All right, we're gonna get back to the Steeler game and see if there's any more shenanigans and
Yeah.
an ugly game. Oh my goodness. All right, that's Andy Picaro. I'm Joe Bartnick. That's our show.
To host a fan show or appear as a fan on a fan show, simply create a profile on Fan Media's iOS app or website. Select your teams and make a short intro video on your phone. Show hosts, reporters, former players, and superfans can use our Get Verified feature and make an intro video as well, and our mobile newsroom staff will reach out.